Okay, let's go over the Life in Colonial Williamsburg folder. Click it open. Here's the learning target. Learning targets are what the school wants you to learn about this topic. It zeroes in and shows you exactly what you need to know. This says to learn and understand, to demonstrate an understanding of political, economic, and social aspects of daily colonial life in 13 colonies. This one's the language arts standard. It says to include multimedia components, graphics or sounds or visual displays in a presentation when appropriate to enhance the development of a main idea or theme. So basically the social studies thing is learning about what life was like in Colonial Williamsburg. And then the language arts thing is being able to do a presentation using sounds or pictures to prove that you learned it. And then you're going to know you're done when you submit your project. Here's a link to your project. Your project is either a diorama or a virtual tour, and I'll show you how to do that. Right-click on the first section of reading. It opens in a new tab. You go up here. Taking aim, Colonial Williamsburg project. To complete this, you need to turn in your virtual tour or your diorama. Let's go down to the bottom, and here's how you find all the stuff for your project. Open in a new tab. All right, this is a lot of resources this time, so you can take this in chunks. You can do it however way you want. But here are some resources to help you make a diorama. I'm going to right-click on this and open in a new tab. That's a how-to website, and it's really good. It tells you step by step by step how to make a diorama. It shows you how to make the background. You got to choose a theme, which is Colonial Williamsburg. You plan it out. They're telling you to kind of make a sketch on a piece of paper first. You got to get a shoebox or some kind of box. There's the guy making his background. The bottom of the box. So it's really quite good. If you do choose to do a diorama, this website will help you a lot. Let's go back here. This is a video that I found, kind of similar to the how-to website, but it just step by step goes through how to do it in video. There's going to be some parts of this project where you might need to find extra information that the chapter didn't give you. I put 3 good websites about Colonial Williamsburg right here, and they're not too text heavy, so it's not a ton of reading, but if you need more facts about Colonial Williamsburg, you can find them at one of these 3 websites. It says click here to find a how-to guide on creating a PowerPoint. If you've never made a PowerPoint, this is how you this will help you. So the 2 projects are either create a diorama or create a virtual tour of Colonial Williamsburg in a PowerPoint. So here's the example I made. It's not complete, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what I expected from you. What in the world is a virtual tour? It's kind of like your voice walking the people through the town. So let's drag this over here and show you. So I just picked my town to show you. And I didn't do as many slides as you would need to do to show that you've read the chapter for Colonial Williamsburg.
A tour of Deltona, Florida.
Aww.
Daytona State College. Daytona State College offers local students the opportunity to attain numerous college degrees. It was founded in 1957. Daytona State began offering bachelor's degrees in 2006. It's an affordable option for locals. Deltona City Hall. Deltona had a population of over 85,000 in 2012. Its City Hall opened in 2008.
Alright, so that kind of that kind of shows you what I expect. You are to put images, you're to put explanations. With your images, you're showing people each section of Colonial Williamsburg, and you're turning it into a PowerPoint. You'll also have your voice on this part too, so that's something that if you need help adding your voice to the slides, let me know, and I can show you how to do that. I made you a template, so you won't have to reinvent the wheel. I'm opening the rubrics now. Let's see. Alright, so these are your notes. Hopefully you're used to taking notes now. I separated it into different topics and like guided questions. Remember to enable editing so you can type it in here if that's your choice. Facts about the town, people of the town, talking about the college, the education they get there, all types of trades people could have in Colonial Williamsburg, the local tavern, what they served, their activities, lots of government stuff that was happening, voters, what else is there? There's slave life, and all this is important for you to take notes on because either the diorama or the virtual tour will be, you'll use your notes to do an accurate project of that. Here is my, remember to enable editing, my template. Template is just a guide. If you go off this, that's fine, as long as you meet the bare minimum requirements or exceed them from the rubric. Tour of Colonial Williamsburg, you click in here, you delete it and put your name. My name is not NR, Mrs. Peroni. You can paste a map of Colonial Williamsburg here because one of the requirements is that you do that. You can, the next one you have to talk about the College William and Mary. It has all the guided slides in here. You might not be able to fit all your images on each slide, so you could click in between a slide, then right-click and add a new slide, and then you could put more images on the next slide. That's what I had to do with my Deltona project. But yeah, this is a guided PowerPoint. If you needed a template, there's one for you. Let's look at the diorama rubric. Let's look at the virtual tour rubric. Oof. Takes a second. What if I did this? Now it won't let me. Sometimes you gotta trick it. Right here, right here. Oops. Ooh, it's mad. Alright, so there's the virtual tour. Let's look at that first. Remember, that's the PowerPoint. You still have the same standards you've got to prove. They're listed at the top. You can prove it by making a PowerPoint virtual tour of Colonial Williamsburg. Please include. Make sure you include these parts, the college, the shoemaker shop. So each slide has to represent that you know about them, and you can give me at least, like, let's see, it tells you how many sentences you need for each. Your presentation flows logically, your facts are accurate, your pictures and clip art are appropriate and they match what you're talking about. No spelling errors, no grammar errors, text is your own words. So I expect to see at least 2 sentences apiece for guiding me through the place. And you're going to just read the sentences aloud and record your voice to add that to the presentation. Down here, you're going to get a separate 10 points that will be in your language arts grade based on how you created your PowerPoint and whether or not you included multimedia components and visual displays in the presentation when appropriate to enhance the development of the main idea or theme. So that's a separate grade that goes does not necessarily get averaged in with your social studies grade. Here's your diorama rubric. It looks similar. Again, you can prove it by creating a diorama of one of these places. This one's a little trickier because you've got to write a paragraph explaining your diorama. So you're writing more than 2 sentences explaining what is in the box, basically. This is your rubric for that. A 4 in style and organization says display is interesting, it's attractive, the materials are complete and organized to present their ideas well. Content facts says your project is exemplary and suggests that you've discovered important ideas about the topic. Your information in your paragraph, sentences are well written, few of any spelling errors, the work is original and not stolen. You get a 0 here if you just copy and paste or you just copy right out of the textbook. Talks about the images and the models and the knowledge. The diorama demonstrates a thorough knowledge of the subject investigated. And you're looking to get a 15 or a 16 to keep your A. Again, the language arts grade is separate for this thing. So this tells you exactly how to do it. And if you have any questions, you can email me or call me and I can help you with that. We've looked at both of the rubrics. We looked at the notes. We looked at this. So we're good in here. We can go back to the reading. So after you look at the video and the resources, press next, and you get right into the reading. Some of them have questions, so be careful. Whoop. You can use your notes to answer the questions, Please use your notes to answer the questions. Those are graded. I like the pictures in this section. It says list at least 3 ways in which education in Colonial Williamsburg differed from education today. So you would come down here and put in your answer. Let's go back to the list of assignments. Here's the next sections of reading and the next sections of reading. Please use your notes if there are questions. Here's the review game. Please remember there's a couple steps to getting into the review game. You put your Odyssey login and password. I don't have one. If you key in this student 5 thing, I don't know what your grade is going to be. It won't send me your grade, so please don't do that. Once you've logged in, it'll show you right here. I don't know why my computer's going slow today. So, I'm going to assume I logged in. Fingers crossed that it works. Open the game. Maybe. Subscription. I'm giving it a hard time. Let's see. It's logged in. There we go. Here's the review game. I clicked open game here, and it says you're in the right game, Life in Colonial Williamsburg. You click the questions and give it your best shot based on your notes. Use your notes. And then it'll send me your grade. Go back. That was the review game. Here's the resources. We already looked at that. And now let's look here. Submit your project. If you want to submit a picture of your diorama, that's fine. You take the picture, you could do it with your phone or your camera or something like that. If you need help figuring out how to get the phone to send the picture to the computer, let me know and I can help you. You're going to add the picture to this assignment. You do need to send me the actual diorama though, and it's super easy actually. I didn't realize this. You can bring the diorama to school, the closest school to your house or to wherever you are, and put my name on it and put Atlantic High School, and it would you could put on like Volusia Online Learning on it too to help get it to the right place. And the school has its own mail system, like an internal mail system, and they will send it. So let's say you go to Discovery Elementary, you could turn your diorama into them, label it with a note that says Tracy Perotti, Volusia Online Learning, Atlantic High School, and in their own mail system, they will mail it to me, and you don't have to pay for a stamp or anything. So if you do a diorama, remember you do have to turn it in, but here you can just turn in a picture. And if you do the virtual tour, it's super easy. You would just click down here, the Add Submission button, and add your PowerPoint down here. Again, do not sit there not knowing what to do. If you have a question, there's multiple ways to get a hold of me. You can start a Hangout over here. It says log into your Gmail in a separate tab. So you would come over here to a separate tab in the same window and make sure you're logged into Gmail. A lot of times Gmail remembers that you're logged in. So there you go. I'm logged in. Then you come back here and you'd start a Hangout. And you just type in my name to invite me, and then it'll send a little notification to my phone. So even if I'm sitting in a meeting somewhere, I could excuse myself and step outside. I'm going to hit allow, and I'm going to hit OK. See detailed instructions. Either way, you're going to invite me, and then it'll send it to my phone. I'm already in a Hangout, so it's not letting me do another one here. So that's a way you can get a hold of me. There's a way to call me if you follow these directions. It'll send me a note or a thing to call you back. And then down here, you could text my phone, but the important part is to put your name, because if not, I don't know who to call back. And it just says text me if you need help, and you click there. So do not sit and do nothing. If you have trouble, get a hold of me and I'll help you, because I really want you to be successful. All right, good luck.